Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading for July the 18th to the 24th. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead. Now, keep in mind that these are general readings, so they may not resonate for everybody. Check out your other placements to see if those readings resonate. Let's see, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what are the messages for the week? Close encounters, okay. Oh, there's another one stuck behind. I love when that happens. Into me, I see. Okay, so close encounters and the intimacy card. Into me, I see. So this is very interesting. This close encounters card is really one of being sort of trapped by your own boundaries, right? Like this is a time where we've created such high walls to protect ourselves that now we're trapped in our own system of protection. And this can be an interesting time where everything you desire lies right outside of those protective walls that you've built up. So, you know, we go through these periods where we build these walls because something has happened to sort of trigger our defenses. And then sometimes we just leave them up, you know, and we don't take them down. And then before you know it, you're trapped. So it's very interesting. This the energy of this card is really asking you to be vulnerable, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to realize that true intimacy comes with vulnerability, which is sort of heading into this card. This card is all about intimacy and sort of dropping your shields and your rigid boundaries so that you're open again. Opening back up, Pisces. This could suggest that there is something going on with respect to an intimate relationship, or this could be you sort of understanding yourself on a more intimate level and being vulnerable again. The other message this card tends to carry is this idea that everything in our lives is a mirror. Everything in our lives shows us our own reflection, right? And so when we're in a relationship and something happens, it's an opportunity for us to understand ourselves on a deeper level. And that's why intimacy is into me, I see. And so it's very interesting. This goes beyond romantic connections, but it can imply a romantic connection as well. But it does go beyond that into any sort of relationships that basically any relationship we have, it provides a mirror for us to see ourselves on a deeper level and can provide opportunities for healing things if we're willing to sort of be honest with what we see when we look at that reflection without judgment, but with this curiosity of like, oh, I wonder why I reacted that way, or I wonder why those words made me feel this way. What could that mean about me? So often we get into these sort of situations where we think that the idea is to figure out the other person was, why did they say that to me? Well, why did you have a reaction to it? That's the more intriguing part. Why they said it is about them. You know, and that's something that you'll never truly know because it's not yours to understand. What yours is to understand is what you responded, or how you responded, or what triggered your defenses, right? That is what this reading is really guiding us towards, Pisces. Very interesting beginning, very thought-provoking sort of discussion already. Let's jump into the tarot cards and see what messages we will receive. As I cut the deck, we see the Devil with the Ace of Pentacles. So that really makes me think that there is something about shadow work here. There is something about stepping outside of that defensive layer that you've created to take risk again, to be vulnerable again, to love again, to be open to other people, not to feel like you have to protect yourself all the time. Because if you feel the need to protect yourself, that suggests that there's some fear there, or there's some risk or security issues. You don't feel safe, you don't trust. You're not feeling trusting enough to be vulnerable or to be yourself. And this could be a moment where you're being sort of shown that aspect of yourself to bring it to your attention, because it's time to step out of that protective zone that you've created. Okay, for Pisces, let's see. There's the 10 of Cups coming out, Pisces. Wow. So that is very interesting. I can't remember who else had this in their reading, but your 10 of Cups moment could lie just outside of this protective zone that you're in right now. And 10 of Cups is a Piscean energy card. So very interesting. Your energy is one of emotional fulfillment, maybe laying right outside of that comfort zone. 3 of Wands in reverse. You're having a difficult time imagining your happy days coming in or your prosperity coming in. There is some energy of the past here, 6 of Cups, that could be blocking you. We see the Empress and the Emperor. Oh my goodness, the Empress and the Emperor here in reverse, coming out side by side. Wow, well shuffled deck. 2 cards, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. We've got the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck also in reverse. So this is very interesting. Something from the past has still got you, Pisces, and something must have happened in the past that created this need to be in a comfort, safe zone. And it's like I was saying earlier, it's like you something happened to trigger that defensiveness and guardedness where you were like, I need to protect myself from something that feels like I can't trust it or risk or someone hurt you. And it's like it remained. You stayed in that comfort zone. You didn't step out of it once things were changed around you in your external landscape. You sort of just stayed put. And it's interesting because it almost feels like as a result of doing that, you've sort of started to limit yourself. You're feeling shut down almost. And it's you that shut yourself down because whatever happened in the past, maybe you did need to sort of step away from that and do some self-care and set up some boundaries around some unhealthy dynamics from the past. But now that those dynamics are in the past, why are you still in that defensive space where you're maybe still stuck? You're stuck in this past energy because you're still in that area that you created with boundaries. It's very interesting, and I feel like it's causing some stagnation. It's causing you to be overly rigid and defensive, and maybe even a little bit of like some stubborn energy with this Emperor in reverse. There's something you don't trust in your environment, and you're still protecting yourself from it. Whenever I see that Emperor in reverse, I'm tempted to say, what is it that you don't trust? There's something around you don't trust. And it's causing you to feel defensive, stagnated, overwhelmed. It's like you're protective over yourself or over even your own emotional fulfillment. You're guarded. You don't want to take any risks. It's almost like you've decided you can't trust other people. So it's like you're like, I'll just provide my own emotional fulfillment. I'll take care of myself, and I can't trust anyone to take care of me or to be involved with me anymore because you can't trust people. It's almost like I can hear that expression of like, if you want something done right, you just have to do it yourself. And it's like you've created this area where it's just you. It's just you, and it's like there's the 3 of Cups in reverse. You don't trust people anymore, Pisces, and it's making your world very small. Seeing that Queen of Swords that was on the bottom of the deck in reverse tells me that you're jaded, like you've become jaded by an event that happened in your life has caused you to rewrite your own rule book here. And it's like there's this bitterness that says, I'm not going to take a risk with people anymore. And yet there's the Fool and the Sun. So it's almost like you're really being guided to step outside of that bird cage you've created for yourself where, yes, you're safe, but are you alive? Are you thriving in there? you're in your own little kingdom all by yourself, and it's kind of like it's time to step outside of that. Trust that you will be okay. All will be well. You've got the Sun card there. It's so illuminating and so positive in its energy, but it's also masculine energy, decisive. It's making a decision. It's making a choice. It's pursuing what makes you feel alive, taking a risk. It's a very interesting reading here for you this week, Pisces. Let's see what the highest guidance is. I see that Queen of Rods in reverse, which tells me I can't help but think that you're still trying to sort of receive justice for something. You were wronged in the past, and you're still there somewhere inside you. Your energy is still thinking about that past event, that past conflict, that past hurt, and you don't trust people like you used to. You really don't. Ooh, okay. 2 cards flying out. First one is the spiritual path. It says your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. Yeah, there may be some changes you need to make. It's almost like you have to step out of this protective zone you've created. And I feel like there's no judgment here. You needed that time in that protective zone. It's just that now you're becoming trapped by it. So it's time, right? It's time for the butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. I feel like it's very apt to see this butterfly image, and when you look in this Into Me, I see this intimacy card. It almost has the same sort of energy to it, where it's time to unfurl your wings and fly. It's time to go. And we also saw natural beauty and authenticity coming out, which says, be yourself as God made you, naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. And, I feel like this is very interesting. Something in the past made you feel so guarded when you were just being yourself. And so now it's like you're protecting yourself at all costs, but at the same time, you're suffocating yourself. So it's time. It's time to step out. We got life lessons on the bottom of the deck to close your reading. You can break free from recurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessings they contain. This is a very big moment for you, Pisces. I can't help but feel like transformation is in motion right now, and it's up to you to take the first step outside of that comfort zone to realize the culmination of all of these past experiences and what they were. I think they were grooming you for this spiritual path, but it's going to involve you being authentic and making that choice to just be yourself and not feel like you need to protect that you can be yourself and you're safe and all will be well. Wow, I'm going to leave it at that for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. Your 10 of Cups, I keep staring at it. It's waiting for you. What was I saying? Oh, thank you for joining me for this reading. I'm so distracted by the cards. If this has resonated for you, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. If you would like a personal reading, you can find the link for that in the description below. I'm sending you so much love and light, my friends. Have a great week. Take care.